Hi, this is Ranveer Brar on India in 21 recipes, and today's recipe is special. Today's recipe is special because it's a recipe of celebration. Whenever there's Dussehra in Gwalior, it's impossible that you do not get to taste this mutton curry. Let's get started. This is an exciting recipe, and that's why I have my best of wares out, including my Victorinox knives. There are two parts to the recipe: the mutton, the spice mix or the watan. Actually, there are three parts to the recipe: the mutton, the spice mix and the story. And the story is actually very interesting because this recipe is cooked on Dussehra, and it's cooked in Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh, and it is very clearly a Maharashtrian recipe because Gwalior was ruled by the Scindias for the longest. So they used to cook this mutton barbat, which is technically a black Maharashtrian mutton, only on Dussehra. In some cultures in India, there is still the tradition of bali, where you sacrifice animals on festivals. And this mutton curry was the curry of sacrifice. So it used to be cooked in huge quantities and served to like thousands of people. And that is why I thought at least let's get a bigger utensil to represent what we are trying to represent. The recipe again is not difficult at all. It's one of the easiest recipes out there. The lamb, you literally add nothing to it. You don't marinate it. Salt, whole garlic, a little bit of ginger garlic paste, a tad bit of red chilli, turmeric, coriander, you cook all of it together, wait for 5 minutes and then just add a little bit of water, cover and cook. This is only half of the recipe, right? The other half is the watan or the spice paste. Again, very interesting because two very interesting ingredients go in it. You use dry coconut. Let's chop it with our santoku once again. On a slow flame or on embers, you let it char. And when I say char, I mean char. You let it really get very decently black from the outside and toasty from the inside. No holds barred. The origins of this dish are from a region called Khandesh, which is a very hot and arid region of Maharashtra. Not really a lot grows there other than millets, lentils, and good quality lamb. You know, the funny thing is, where there's less water, the quality of lamb is good. And you know, they do this Khandeshi chicken or Khandeshi mutton in which they use whatever's around them. Classically, every time you want to beat the heat, you roast something. You know, they say if you roast mangoes, you can beat the heat because the mangoes take up all the heat from your body. If you roast onions, it is supposed to be the best cure for the hot weather, right? So this recipe, you roast everything because you actually want to beat the heat that is outside. The music of the kitchen. So the lamb is supposed to cook at least 70%, which means that it needs to feel soft to press, but it should hold its shape and not leave the bone at all, right? And now for the second part of the recipe, and roast them like you roasted the dry coconut. It is the coconut oil in the dry coconut that burns, because dry coconut has less water, hence more oil. Do not panic. Let it burn. Now classically you do this on charcoal, right? Because when you do this on charcoal, the embers allow it to cook really slowly. So the onions turn out to be juicier. But do not put it in an oven. It's not the same thing. If you want it to char, use the gas. I'm also adding the spices, so please keep an eye out. Lots of black pepper, little bit of cumin, fennel seeds again. Fennel seeds calm you down. They are great in hot weather. Coriander, black cardamom, cloves, and the most important is called kalpasi or stoneflower. It's a sort of a fungus, has an amazing earthy taste. It's a good balance between earthy and nutty, which is a very difficult balance to find, especially when you're cooking lamb. I always suggest people to put a little bit in. It just elevates the whole experience of a red meat. Cinnamon and bay leaf. So the trick is, when the onion feels slightly soft, it's done. And you put the whole thing in, like the whole thing. You know, in today's world, modern chefs talk about coconut charcoal, activated charcoal, and yet here in India, we've been doing this for a really long time. Black sauces are in fashion today. We've been figuring out the black sauce for a bit. This goes to grind in the mixer till it's a fine paste. Just lock, stock and barrel. Everything goes in. The skin that is black goes in. You don't need to peel the onion. Just put everything in. It's already so charred that it won't really interfere in the taste, the onion peels and everything else. So this goes for grinding, and when it is back, we just need to put it back in the lamb and we're good. Nice. You see the amount of water the lamb is left? That's because you are covering and cooking it. If you want to save on this time, you could also make the watan or the masala paste in advance, and you could pressure cook your lamb. The lamb can just be pressure cooked till it's like 70-80% done. I'm just going to add the watan, the spice mix, to the lamb. You see how black this is? That is because of the activated charcoal knowledge that we modern chefs boast of. And the more it will cook, the darker it will get. Now if it is winters and you're cooking this dish in the winters, what you do is you add a little bit of toasted poppy seeds to it, right? That gives a little bit of warmth. Some people also add a little bit of black sesame to it. If it's winters, it just makes the gravy more black and again gives it that warmth. But for the most part, Khandesh being very hot, that's why you make it in a way that cools the body. That's why you roast your ingredients so the body cools down, especially with the roasted onions. According to Ayurveda, there's no better cure for a heat stroke than roasted onions. So at this point in time, you let it be, because you cook it on a slow flame, because you want the coconut oil from the coconut to sort of come up top, and that's what cooks the spices in it. Remember, the spices that you put are raw, right? They need time to cook, and that is why you put them raw, and that's why you never cook the lamb 100%, because the lamb and the spices and the watan or this masala paste needs to cook together for the flavors to really, really shine through. In the end, all of it's got to come together. Nice. And you finish with a little bit of ghee. Especially when it's Dussehra, you'd want to put ghee on top. Especially if it's a royal dish that's cooked on a special occasion that wants to reflect royal opulence, ghee has to be there. Let's check for seasoning, and I'm excited. Very nice. You know, the funny thing is there's nothing green that's really gone in it. Nothing green really grows in Khandesh or the really arid parts of Maharashtra. But you really don't mind a little bit of coriander, do you? Looks fantastic. And such a lovely, lovely dish to close such a lovely series of stories, right? The idea of India in 21 recipes was to weave a little bit of culture, a little bit of stories, a little bit of love in the recipes. And Victorinox and I hope we've been able to do that. We'll be back soon because just 21 is not even a drop in the ocean when it comes to Indian food. Till then, you take care, believe in yourself and believe in your food.